everyone, welcome to this week's health tip. So we're going to start a new series here based on some of Anthnoy William's great information and advanced information on health and topics on food and how foods affect the body. I'm going to be going over some top 10s. So he's got some PDFs that people can get, and there's like top 10 vegetables, top 10 fruits, and top 10 herbs. So I'm going to go through some of those in the next little while. So I'm going to probably break it up into 2 pieces each time. So some of these were going to be like very common things that you find in the store. Some things you're probably going to be surprised that they're actually on the list. But then when you see what they actually do, you'll be wanting to add a lot more of these into your diet weekly. Alright, so let's go over number 10. So there's a lot of what we call like carb fear going around right now, but just try to put that aside. If you're actually eating a real fruit or a real vegetable, don't worry about if it's containing carbs or too much or that kind of thing. So the first one here, we're going to look at winter squash. So anything that has that really bright deep orange color, very important, lots of great nutrition in there. So let's look at some of the things that it does. So it's a very good antioxidant. It has a lot of phytonutrients, and it's fairly easily to digest it too. So it breaks down pretty easy in your body. So anybody that's had like really bad digestive issues and maybe a compromised digestive system, some steamed squash or that kind of thing, or making a soup out of it, it's easy for the body to kind of digest it and break it down. What other things that it can help? So the internal organs that it actually helps in the body are your stomach, your spleen, your liver, and also formation in the blood too. And it's very high in a certain number of vitamins. Vitamin A, B, C, E, and also beta-carotene, giving it that sort of carrot look, the color of the deep orange. The number of minerals that are important that you can find in it are iron, zinc, copper, calcium, and potassium. So just looking at those things, how that helps the body. So that's going to be helping your immune system, because zinc and calcium and potassium, those are all really important for helping the immune system, and it also helps your nervous system as well. So once again, the nervous system needs minerals for it to work, that conduct the electrical signals, and so these minerals are really important for that health of the nerve system. So then because of the carotenoids that are inside it, we just know that in general carotenoids are helpful, and they're sort of like have anti-cancer, and they're helpful for the cardiovascular system too, so it kind of can help decrease the risks of heart disease. And it's also a good anti-inflammatory, and so that's meaning that it just helps to decrease the inflammation of the body. We know that inflammation, chronic low-grade inflammation, is one of the things that pushes a lot of chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and strokes, and those kind of things. And also the seeds of the winter squash, they have like a full complex of amino acids. They have tryptophan in it, for example. So tryptophan is really good for helping with helping you sleep at night, and so even those are beneficial too. So that's winter squash, number 1. Add more of that into your diet as much as you can, and let's go on to the next one. Alright, so continuing on, number 9 here. This might be a surprise to some people. We're going to be talking about red cabbage. So, it's a very healthful vegetable. It's pretty inexpensive too, pretty easy to find, but a lot of great benefits. So obviously there's a big range of different vitamins. So we have vitamin C, vitamin K, B complex, a number of different minerals inside it too, iodine, calcium, magnesium, potassium, iron. So all of these things complex together have some of these other benefits that you'll find here. There's a special kind of anthocyanin polyphenol in it that's a really powerful antioxidant. And when that goes through your body, it can have a lot of anti-things like antiviral, antifungal, anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory, and that's always beneficial for the body in general. It's got some things called zeaxanthin and lutein, which can help protect against cancers, but it also is important for eye function too. And then it helps to decrease cholesterol in the blood by activating the bile acids and that kind of thing in the system. And it's a good fiber source for feeding good bacteria, so it helps to kind of clear out bad bacteria from the intestine, and it's a good food source for producing good bacteria. That's a good food source for them, so you get more productive bacteria in your intestine to help digest the rest of your food and bring in a lot of minerals vitamins and minerals into your body too. And because of this range of B complex and a lot of these minerals here, a lot of those things are helpful for your immune system and also for your nervous system. So try to get a little more red cabbage into your weekly diet. Alright, number 8, we're going to be talking about fennel. So fennel, that bulbous vegetable, it's a vegetable herb combination actually. So here's some of the stuff that it has in it. So it's pretty high in folic acid, vitamin C, magnesium, cobalt, iron, and some essential oils. It has that sort of aromatic kind of smell to it. And so it's generally has anti-inflammatory properties, and it's got an interesting phytonutrient in it called anethol, which it kind of blocks carcinogenic activity, and that kind of gives it that aromatic kind of smell too. So some of the things that it does in your body, it has antibacterial, antifungal properties, and even just you can use it like in your teeth, in your mouth, and it has good oral health benefits just because, you know, chewing it helps, you know, reduce the bacteria in your mouth and the crunchiness of it, and that sort of abrasion. Like, you know, in the past we didn't have toothbrushes, right? So sometimes crunching on something, you know, we give dogs those hard bones to chew to clean their teeth, something like that, that crunchiness and that sort of ability to kind of have that sort of a cleaning effect in your mouth, and the aromatic flavor, you know, it kind of is almost like a toothpaste sort of thing. It has that sort of smell to it and everything else, right? It's a natural antacid. It decreases inflammation and it decreases acidity in general in the body. And so it has this, there's something called the carminative effect, where it kind of can kind of bind gases and things, so it can decrease bloating and gas production in the intestines and in the stomach. So it's kind of good for easing the digestive tract. And also having effects like anti-inflammatory effects in general in the body can help your sinuses. It can help congestion, bronchitis, and you know, renal colic, hypertension, these kind of things. And also some of these beneficial vitamins and minerals can be helpful for macular degeneration. It can prevent bloating and diarrhea and irritable bowel. It has some benefits for cardiovascular circulation, those kind of things. It can actually ease the flow of the menstrual cycle as well. Nursing mothers would often take it to improve letdown of milk and lactation for their babies, so that's an important thing. And women often know to use it often for improving their skin and their hair and their nails. It's good for like sharpening your memory and keeping you sharp. And if you can use it also topically, let's say you have like your eyes are swollen or something, you actually get the fennel juice, you know, you can put it on gauze or something, and you can put it on swollen eyes, or even like in like if you have injuries and things, you can use it almost like a topical anti-inflammatory almost sort of thing. So those are some of the great benefits you can get out of fennel.